I think because it's not something we think about a lot, and it's something that when someone does approach us about that or want to talk about that, we're concerned about how we're going to appear. I think if you grow up in a white community, you live in pretty much an all-white community, you go to church, if you go to church or some type of faith in an all-white group, and then suddenly you're asked to talk about race, it's not something you have to think about. If you move in those types of areas, if your school, your community, your job is mostly white people, I mean, think about it. Most white folks don't have to ever deal with that issue. We can go through 90% of our lives, 95% of our lives without having to encounter a person of color. And the reverse is not true for them, but that's a different topic. And so if we don't ever really have to deal with them or necessarily learn something about them, if someone opens up that Pandora's box on the issue of race, we're going to probably want to maybe make one or two quick comments, if that, and then basically shut it down. We don't have any real depth of understanding about it, and we're probably going to fall back on some pretty common statements that we usually make to feel better about everybody, like there's good and bad in everyone. It's not really about race, it's about class or education. We're going to fall back on things that we find